Here are the top 5 ways you can generate business on LinkedIn with people that actually want to buy. So this video is important for anyone that is looking to scale, anyone that's looking to grow, anyone that's got a sales team and they may be leveraging calling but not LinkedIn as well as you would like, or even if they are using LinkedIn and you want to see them get more results on the platform. The reason why I'm making this video is there's a lot of automation out there and a lot of people that are using automation very sporadically and using it more as a spray and pray approach, and what that leads to is just a lot of lack of meetings, or you get meetings but they're not really high quality, so you're just in meetings with people who are kind of just tire kickers, and then you're relying on the prowess of the salesperson to somehow spin it around. But in reality, what happens is they waste a lot of time with someone that's not qualified and that hasn't got an interest to buy. So then the meeting's wasted, right? Maybe it's at best an opportunity for 6 or 12 months down the line. But really what you want to be doing is getting in front of those people who you know you can close. So how do you do that? So I'm going to run through 5 areas and then give you one bonus. And this should be all that you need to start booking in really good quality meetings. So one is finding people with intent. So how do we do that? Well, there's 5 areas you can do it. Number 1 is through events. So you can search in the tab here, any event you want. You want to use an event or think of an event that is actually going to be relevant to, or provide you with a sign of intent. So if someone's going to a LinkedIn organic event, then that obviously is a sign that they're looking to use LinkedIn better. And what you can see here is the list of events that I'm subscribed to. And what you can do when you're subscribed to an event is you can actually look at the followers. So here, for example, this was my event. You can look at the attendees who went, and then you can actually reach out to these individuals themselves, and then you can start having a conversation with them and starting that conversation off in the right way. So what you can say is, hey, love the fact that you went to this event. Like, it doesn't have to be your own event. I just randomly clicked on one and it happened to be mine. But what you can do is go to other events and then find the people who are relevant that have attended that event, and then reach out and say, hey, how's it going? I noticed you at this event, thought it might be worthwhile touching base. And it's going to stand out amongst the noise that is out there with loads of people just saying, you know, I just wanted to connect because I thought it was a good idea. So that's going to be step number 1, which is looking for events. Step number 2 is looking for groups. So you can use the same strategy to find relevant groups. And the difference with events and groups is usually there's a lot more people in groups, and groups also allow you to message people within the same group without being connected. So that's quite a useful way to start having conversations with people without even the need to connect. And that will allow you to increase the amount of activity you can do on LinkedIn, because there's only a finite amount of invites that you can do, most 100 a week on LinkedIn. The normal version, maybe on Sales Navigator, you can push it a bit. But here's another way that you can spend time finding the right people and actually having interactions and conversations that lead to new business, right? So again, groups that are indicating an indicator of a product or service that you're providing, so that you can actually reach out to people who are looking to buy. And next one is looking at your competitors. So I'm going to use, for example, Sentinel one, just because I know that they do some advertising, and we're going to be basically looking at the ads of competitors, because the posts that people run, you actually have this tab here, ads. And that's another way for you to actually reach out to these people and be able to have conversations off the back of anything they've posted. So you can see the amount of engagement this post has gotten. Go into these, copy the link for the post, and then I'll be able to go into the post likes and comments, and then find the people who are relevant and reach out to them off the back of that. Second from last is the individuals. So if you connect with someone, you also have access to their network. So here you can see this is just a random person that I'm picking, but I can actually see who they're connected with and use this as a route in. So you can imagine your competitors again. If you're connected with any of them, then you can actually look at their audience and their network, and then find people who are relevant to your business, knowing that that's going to be a springboard because they've got some awareness about your brand, about your industry, about your service in some shape or form. And that's usually a step forward in the conversation because they've got some shape or form of awareness. The last one is using Sales Navigator. So you do need Sales Navigator for this, but it's if you are posting content, if you're being proactive, what you're going to start being able to do is use your search filters to find people who have viewed your profile. So I've got this as a saved search, profile views. And what you can see is I've got 2nd and 3rd degree connections of people who have decided to view my profile recently. And you can do the same with following your company. These are going to be some quick wins for you, right? So you can go out to these people and actually reach out to the ones that haven't connected and the ones that are relevant and say, hey, I noticed that you stumbled upon my profile, thought it would be great to connect and see if we can share some ideas that would make it valuable. Again, this is for you to experiment with, but these are 5 ways that are already showing people who are, in that buying mode. So you're much more likely to convert these people who turn into meetings, as well as turning them into meetings in the first place, because you're taking an approach that is helping you stand out. Now, the bonus is something that a lot of people don't know about, is basically intent signals. Intent signals, basically the idea that people will search for things, and when they search for things, they will be tracked in some shape or form. One of the biggest trackers is Bombora, so they'll provide intent data. Usually this costs loads of money. They provide it to a lot of the biggest premium data providers. So for you to buy directly off them, it's not going to be realistic. But what most people don't know, because they've got it really tucked away, is that you can actually sign up to their company search and they'll send you free data every week, around 10 companies on any of the keywords that you decide you want to be in front of. So you've got this, try a company search and sample the internet. So once you go through this, it's going to allow you to pick all of the types of keywords that are relevant to your industry, and to give you a bunch of companies that are ranked by their intent. And this is another way to get in front of the right companies and actually get people on the phone who are ready to buy what you have to offer. So I hope that has been of use, and I've provided some actionable steps that you can start using immediately to see success. I've seen people on my team and elsewhere within a day get results from this. So put the effort in, put the work in, and then you'll get the results out. Quality in, quality out. Bye for now.